That's not a window with that, I mean.
Hey, welcome back.
So glad you're with us today.
Yeah, welcome back to Northwest Ferments. I'm Wendy.
I'm Sue.
And today we're going to talk to you about thermophilic yogurt. It's a really big word. It just means a heat-loving yogurt. So these varieties grow best under a warmer temperature. We sell two varieties, Bulgarian yogurt and Greek. Bulgarian, it comes from Bulgaria. And the Greek comes from Greece. Yeah, so
where we're at today.
As you can see, we goddesses are going to go Greek today. And so we're going to tell you how this is done. So if you've purchased from us, you're going to have a packet of dehydrated starter. Your equipment needs are a pot to heat your milk, a thermometer to give the temperature of your milk, and then a wooden or plastic spoon, as well as a yogurt maker or other similar device.
Dehydrator,
crock pot, something that can incubate for at 110 degrees. Yeah, an insulated styrofoam cooler with a little blanket. People get crazy with it. This is ideal, but if you think about it, but for centuries people have made yogurt without these devices, so it can be done. It's just focusing on keeping a higher temperature. So, you know, in ancient Greece, they might have used the crockware. Coincidentally, we have something similar there. I don't know that I want to use my yogurt out of that, but that's okay. And so, you got your device, you got your equipment, ingredients. You just need milk and your culture starter. Today, to rehydrate the starter, you would need a quart of milk. You want to use pasteurized, but not ultra pasteurized, or not UHT, which is high heat, ultra heat treatment. And so you do want to use, you can use Greek, goat milk, all kinds of milk. But you want your milk and your culture starter. And so you're going to need to heat your milk. And so we're going to play pretend a little bit, which I'm sure some of you are okay with. And so a quart of milk, you're going to warm it up to 160 degrees. It is high, it feels high. But it's okay, don't be scared. And so, no, not right now. And so you're gonna let it come up to 160 degrees, stirring it really frequently because it can build up a little, it'll start to get crusty on the bottom. You gotta get it going. And so warm it up to 160 degrees, check your thermometer. Make sure your thermometer's not touching the bottom of the pan because that'll give you a false reading. You want it just into the milk but not hitting the bottom. So once you've reached 160 degrees, then you're going to let it cool down. Actually, as long as we're playing pretend, we're going to use laser eye talents that Sue has to heat the milk to 160 degrees.
Amazing.
And so pour the milk in there, and then you're going to stir while I'll stir. You heat. Okay, so once you've reached your 160 degrees, let it cool to 110. I don't have special tools I could. I don't. We don't have
Iceman.
No, Iceman's busy. And so just let it cool. It's fine. Just let it chill. And so drop back down to 110 degrees. That's your ideal culturing point for this type of yogurt. So once it's reached that point, you're going to got an empty in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Put some water in here if you're using a yogurt maker. It tells you how much to put in. It's a little bath. A bain-marie, if you will, for the culinary people. And it keeps it warm, floating in a nice warm bath. And so you're going to pour your milk into your container, whatever it may be. Make sure it's not metal. Doesn't play well with cultures. And then you also want to add the packet. No. So we're
going to fix all this.
Incorporate it really well. Give it a good stir. Seal it up. And then you're going to let it incubate. It takes a good 8 to 12 hours, and so you're going to want to, check it periodically. But we're going to. So
We're back.
you do want to start checking your yogurt after about 8 hours, getting close to there. You want to check it every 30 minutes from there on. So you're looking for a good set. Once you feel that it looks set, we can give you an idea of what it looks like.
And it can set fast.
So yeah, it can go faster. With dehydrated, it'll take a little while. And so, you know, it's going to pull away from the side. It's going to look like a solid mess. It wants to fall right out of there like a waterfall.
Beautiful.
So, you know, that is one piece of yogurt.
It's beautiful.
And so once you feel it has set, you're going to pull it out of the incubator. If you reach 12 hours, checking it every 30 to 60 minutes, and you don't feel it's really set, pull it anyway. 12 hours is long enough. You don't want any cooties in there. And so after it is set or reached 12 hours, you want to put it in the refrigerator. You can let it cool a little bit first, so it doesn't create as much moisture from, you know, precipitation, not perspiration. That'd be gross.
That would be stinky.
And so, yeah. And so, so then refrigerate it for 6 hours. It'll still gel a little more, solidify a little bit more after that point. And so once you've reached that point, yeah, you've got.
It still has a culture in it. So.
Yes, and if you feel it was a loose set, it might not have been perfect. It still has that culture in there that's been working, and so you can still use that for your next batch. It might take 2 or 3 batches for it to kind of smooth out and get to a point where it's working like clockwork. So basically, you're going to use this for another use after, you know, however you may use it. Save a little back because you want to use that for your next starter batch. It's going to start much faster, be much easier because you're using a rehydrated starter. And so for that, it's pretty much the same directions. Save out your fresh yogurt. And so it would be 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh yogurt to 1 quart of milk for you to start your next batch. And so it's pretty similar. Heat your milk up, let it cool to 110. Add in your fresh yogurt, put it in the incubator, and then let it incubate. It will be a less of an amount of time. It'll be like 4 to 6 hours maybe. You know, start checking it. Yeah, close to 3.5 hours. Just kind of check it. Don't jostle it when you're checking it. You don't want to mess with the whole vibe there. But check to see if it's yeah. So once you feel you have a finished product, you refrigerated it. It's nice and solidified. You can use it as is. It's going to be a nice, hopefully, you know, dense yogurt. You can use it as is, add fruit to it. But like what other, I mean, Sue is crazy with the ferments, so.
So you can, this is a 12-hour drain.
So how do you do that?
So I'm taking
you finished yogurt
bag, letting it drain for 12 hours. That's pretty firm.
Yeah, and added all your yumminess to it.
And yeah, dill and garlic and cucumber.
So we're staying with the Greek, yeah.
The whey.
Whey?
No.
Whey. Whey is what's going to come off of your product. It's a byproduct. It's used in all kinds of stuff.
Soup stock, fermented vegetables, so less salt. More whey.
Yeah, you don't have to use as much salt in your ferments if you're using whey, and so it's a valuable product. Bodybuilders, you know, whey.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. And so you drained this and you added it to your and then we've got this fantastic product. Make sure to always reserve some out of your last batch. Keep making it. Keep going. You can buy all of the equipment that you need, all of the ingredients maybe not the milk or goat's milk, but all the equipment you need at northwestferments.com.
So we carry the yogurt makers.
Yeah, and you might find something else you'd like to try. You never know. And follow us on the social interweb. Is that it?
Yeah.
And so yeah, let's give it a taste. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, let's get fermented. We already did the fist bump. And booty bump.
La 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 la.